Let us discuss about the biological explanation of crime. In this we will discuss about all the factors that are contributing and why person becomes criminal. This is just an interpretation of why certain behavior is showed up by people. It might or might not be true. Your views might conflict with what is written in entire this theory, but as it is a part of curriculum and it is important to know each and everything, so we are discussing about it. In biological theory, there are certain physical and structural characteristics, or what I should say, parameters, that are found in criminals but might not be present in ordinary people who do not possess criminal uh, actions or a kind of criminal nature. So, biological theory believes that crime is something which is reflected in the physical body of the person, which is inherited via your genes. Means the father of the criminal must be a criminal as well, or the person who is committing the crime, there are high chances that his progeny, his son, might get into criminal activities. This is what it is believed by the biological theorists. Then, evolutionary factors are equally contributing to the criminal tendencies, so as the structure of brain. Means the brain structure of a normal person is quite different than that of the person with criminal tendencies. This is what this theory believed. Then, hormonal factor, there might be the presence of more testosterone level or something as such. This all are the factors which were believed to have an influence on the criminal behavior. Growing understanding of this mechanism suggested that certain biological factor, like, okay, this is what it is written in the previous para as well. Malnutrition and environment pollution can also be the reason for criminal activity or the antisocial behavior. Now, this might reflect a conflicting view, conflicting opinion, but it is what it is said in the theory. Even the low serotonin activity, the hormonal imbalancement, can also be the reason for criminality. Then, challenges for biological theories of crime is to adequately represent the complex interplay between the inherited and environmental characteristics. Means it is not necessary that always inherited characteristics will be responsible for criminal activities, because there are high chances that the environment in which the person is exposed to can become the cause of the crimes that is being committed by them, or there are high chances that inherited characteristics, whatsoever it may be, it won't make a person criminal. But there are certain environment conditions, like if they are exposed to a kind of peaceful environment, then there are less chances. With the high ethical and high moral value, if the environment is full of that thing and educated people are surrounding the person, the child, so there are quite less chances that they will possess the criminal tendencies, irrespective of their genes, whatsoever is believed in this theory. So these are quite conflicting views. There are basically three biological theories: physiognomy, phrenology, criminal anthropology. We will discuss about each one of them. First of all, let us see about physiognomy. As per the physiognomy theory, a person's character would be judged by their facial features or whatsoever expression that they possess. Okay, so this feature could be like anything from beard to nose to chin to ear, it could be anything. Here's physiognomy as it was practiced in European countries back then. A choleric person means someone who has high irritable attitude or who has anger management issues. This kind of person has hot temperature and is irritable and easily roused to anger. Means it is quite easy to irritate them. They always have the angers on their nose. Then a melancholic person, someone who remains sad, surrounded by the sad feelings. So there are high chances that they tend to feel sad. Then the phlegmatic person is not easily aroused or excited, and they also find it difficult to express their emotion. Then the sanguine person is highly confident, has optimistic POVs, point of views. So this is all what it is said in the physiognomy theory, which was practiced back then in Europe. Then phrenology. Now what's that? This phrenology theory was founded by Dr. Gall, and that too in 1800s, quite an old theory. He believed that whatsoever the characteristic people possess is the byproduct, yeah, is the reason for the all those 35 faculties that are located in your brain. This is how they work, this is how they show the action. Here are the viewpoints of Mr. Barnes and Mr. Dieters. They believe that crime is a disease and they consider it a sin as well. So, if a person is suffering from a disease, then they definitely need some kind of support and should be treated on the basis of the humanitarian ground. This is what they believed. Means they strongly oppose the concept of punishment, the one which is provided by judiciary. They strongly opposed it. They believe that the criminal as well deserve to be treated on the basis of humanitarian grounds. Then phrenology, it is a study which somewhat tells that the shape of cranium or the size of skull is responsible, is quite an indicative parameter for why people commit the crime. Means one with kind of some different type of skull structure may possess criminal tendencies, may have some mental abilities to commit crime or anything as such. I am just correlating it with crime because we are studying the criminology portion. Then our brain is further divided into 35 separate organs, and each part, these all 35 portions, when broken down, are related to different faculties. These faculties are nothing but the functions that our mind perform. These faculties were further organized as these three subcategories: intellectual, moral sentiments faculties, lower or active propensites. Then this lower or active propensites is where people are believed to commit different type of crime due to this. Now those crimes could be anything, okay, from kidnapping, dacoity, murder, robbery, rape, anything as such. Intellectual faculties are nothing but the mental capabilities that we human beings use to process certain information, to think in order to make decision and to understand the world that is present around us. Then it might include your memory, your decision making power, your capability of reasoning, intuition power, imagination, your will, and everything as such. These faculties are often seen as the innate quality, means something which is inbuilt, which is present inside the human being. But they can also be developed and strengthened as we practice and we move ahead in our lives. We learn certain things, we get exposed to the environment. So this portion gets developed, and all the faculties associated with this part get developed. Then the moral sentiments. Your moral sentiments or the moral faculties associated with moral sentiment refer to the idea that the humans have a capacity or ability to feel and to express certain emotions, their sentiments, or whatsoever the experiences they have, the feeling of sympathy, empathy, guilt, happiness, shame, and things as such. Faculty is seen as a key part of our moral psychology, okay, and it is also influencing person on how they judge certain actions, how they exhibit and why they exhibit certain characteristics feature. And this last portion was already explained by me. So this is it. I hope you liked the lecture. The last portion, that is of criminal anthropology, will be explained to you in a separate lecture. So go and check out the playlist that I have made on different schools of criminology. So thank you so much and keep watching the lectures.